Hey y'all, hey. I actually had an appointment with my surgeon today, and so this is about a week out from the last part that you saw. Went in today. I have been doing really well since I left the hospital. My drain came out, thank you, Jesus, and my incisions are healing really well. I do have stitches in my incisions that need to be physically removed, so we did some of that today, and I'll have the rest of them removed in about a week. Surgeon just wants to make sure that things are closing really, really well, especially after the setback of the infection. Things are going as good as can be expected for now. So I'm thankful and grateful for that. So the plan going forward is I'll have another appointment in a week to remove the rest of the stitches. And then in 4 to 6 weeks, my surgeon and I are going to meet. We're going to make sure everything has continued to heal well. And then we're going to talk game plan and strategy for the next steps of the procedure or the next steps of the journey. Prior to having my expander removed, the next step was going to be removal of the expanders and placement of the implants. And because my right expander had to come out because of the infection, there are kind of two ways we can go about this. One option is we can, in 6 or so months, we can replace the expander back in the right side, make sure the tissue is appropriately expanded for the size implants that I want, and then subsequently have the exchange procedure where we remove the expanders, put the implants in. So that's one option. Second option is depending on how well things heal and how much kind of freedom of movement of this tissue I still have. At the 6 or so month mark, we might be able to just do a exchange for implants. So I still have the expander in this side, so that will stay. So what we may be able to do is take this expander out, put an implant here, and if we have free and mobile tissue here, then we could just put an implant here. I had decided that the current size of my expanders now is kind of where I want my breast size to be, so we didn't need to expand much anymore. So my hope is that we can go that route, which is where we let this completely heal. In 6 months, we can just take this expander out, put an implant in, and then put an implant in, and hopefully heal well. So we'll kind of talk strategy and all of that at my appointment about 6 weeks from now. I know people are gonna wonder or ask, like, do I regret my decision? And I think I answered this in the last section. I don't. I think I said this before too. Major surgery is major surgery. Every surgery has risk and potential complications, and sometimes shit happens. Even the most perfect surgery, the most perfect surgeon can still have complications happen or setbacks happen because we are all individuals. Our bodies heal in different ways. And so while this setback is obviously not what I wanted or hoped for, I definitely still feel like this was the right decision for me. And I trust my body to tell me when things are wrong, but to also heal appropriately. So I still feel really good about the decision I've made. But I kind of want to talk about some things that I found really helpful in the recovery, in this part of the recovery process, and some things I didn't find super helpful, just as additional information for anyone who is considering this journey, on this journey, have family that are considering this journey and are looking for information. One of the first things that I found really, really helpful for my recovery is what you see me in right now. So this gray top and then the florally top that you guys have seen me in over the course of this journey are both tops designed for post-recovery breast or abdominal surgery. And the reason they're designed for that is because they actually have pockets on the inside that are there for you to put your drains. I found these incredibly helpful and comfortable to wear in the recovery period. When I came out of surgery, my drains were actually pinned to my surgical bra. And while that's okay, there isn't an issue with you pinning your drains to your bra. At the point in which you feel well enough to leave the house or even move around the house, it's just kind of weird to have these drains like up here. I found these really, really helpful because the draining pockets are down here. So it just kind of is easier to kind of maneuver the world when things are down here, and helps with drainage because of gravity. The other reason why the drains being down here is super helpful is you have to, or someone has to, not only like check your drains, but also empty them twice a day, especially in the first couple of weeks after surgery. And it was easier for me to be able to get the drains from down here and empty them and deal with them, as opposed to them being pinned up here. So the first couple of weeks you have T-Rex arms, so you really have really limited range of motion. And so for me, it was hard to take the pin from here and then try and do that. It was easier to have the drains here. I could just reach in the pocket here and empty them and clean them and do the things that I need to do. So I just felt that really helpful. And you definitely can have other people help you with draining your drains or emptying your drains. My family, they don't do blood, guts, and fluids. So there wasn't going to be anyone doing that for me, even though I have a health professional in my family. Mimi, I'm looking at you. She was not comfortable doing that. And so I had to kind of figure out whatever way was going to be easiest and most comfortable for me to do. So that's why these tops were good. So this is a top. It has a zip. It makes it really easy to get to your drains. And to just get to your chest in general. The florally top you saw was more like a robe. So this I would wear out of the house, or if people were coming over for whatever reason, and I could pair it with leggings or pants or sweatpants or whatever. The florally thing is more like a robe. So I would sleep in that. Same thing, had pockets in there, really, really comfortable. Those things were gifted to my sister, who then gifted them to me, who I will then gift them back to when she's at this stage of her journey. But if you can purchase them or find them or get them gifted to you, I think this is really, really helpful and really comfortable in the post-operative recovery period. The second thing that I found incredibly helpful is a recliner. So I do not have a recliner at my home. My parents have a recliner. And I stayed with my parents for about 2 weeks or so. And the reason why the recliner is so helpful is because during the initial post-operative period, you are not allowed to lay flat. You need to be semi-upright. And I am traditionally a side sleeper. And so there's no way, like, you need to be on your back and then upright. And so I found like trying to lay in bed or sit up in bed or sit on the couch and sleep was very, very not possible. So my parents had a recliner that I could still be upright, but I could lay, and made it so much easier to sleep. And that's where I slept for the first couple of weeks after surgery. There is another alternative that everybody that I looked at or researched said that you could use, which is a wedge, which is kind of like a pillow that's in a specific wedge shape, so that you could put that in bed or on the couch or anywhere that you're going to be resting to keep you in that upright position. I bought it and I hated it. It was really firm. And I'm not someone who likes a firm mattress or firm pillows. I really like everything to be soft and just, comfortable. So it was very, very uncomfortable for me to use that wedge. I tried using it in bed. I also tried using it on the couch, and just neither were very comfortable for me. So if you're used to having a soft mattress, soft pillows, just be mindful that the wedge, while it will keep you in the correct position, it may not be as comfortable as it seems. The last thing that I did for my recovery that I just was I purchased a post-mastectomy bra. So it's basically a bra that kind of looks like a sports bra, has a zip closure, but has molded cups. Especially if you're planning reconstruction, it kind of has molded cups for you to put this extra tissue into, that it would sit comfortably. Now, I received my bra about the 2-week mark. So I did not have drains when I had this bra. So I don't know, or I can't speak to how comfortable it would be using it immediately after surgery while you still have drains, because mine were out by the time I received the bra. While the bra is relatively comfortable and does look like more of a sports bra. So definitely if you're trying to go out in the world and you're trying to hide it under certain tops, it definitely looks more like a sports bra. I just found that for me, it just wasn't that comfortable, mostly under my armpits. So I just felt like it was more uncomfortable and gave me like weird sensations underneath my armpits that I was not happy with. So I just didn't wear it. As you can see, I'm wearing this surgical bra. I have 2 of them. I rotate them. It's more comfortable for me to wear this. I will probably wear this until I have implants, honestly. So I just didn't find it super comfortable. And that shit was not cheap. That bra was $80. Like $80 for a bra. Now I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna throw it away. My sisters plan on doing this journey. I will keep it and gift it to them. Maybe if they find it super comfortable, then they can wear it. But it's just, I just wouldn't spend your money on that. Between these bras, if I really feel like I need a little more support or kind of need to be more held in for work, then I have nursing bras that I've kept way too long, but that I can put on that can give me a little bit more support, a little bit more compression, that I think would be far more comfortable than that particular bra. So while I did buy it, I didn't find it super helpful. I think I wear it like on occasion. That's only if like both of these are in the wash. And my surgeon didn't recommend this post-mastectomy bra. It was everybody else on social media that was recommending it. That's why I tried it. And it's not necessary. It is not necessary. And it's expensive, okay? The only other thing that I saw on everybody's list, on everybody's recommendation to do was these like cushions that you could either attach to the seatbelt or even full on like soft vest that you could wear to kind of help protect your chest. And I did not buy any of those. I didn't buy the seatbelt thing because my surgeon was like, when you ride in the car, put a pillow between you and the seatbelt. And quite frankly, I got lots of free pillows around my house. I wasn't going to spend additional money on this soft fur thing just for the car. And the first several weeks I wasn't driving, I wasn't going a bunch of places. So I just felt like it was kind of a waste. And the whole vest thing too, I just felt like it wasn't something that was necessary. When I look back, maybe it would be helpful if you've got young kids and you hug them and like, you know, to give you a little bit of protection. But I have young kids and no. Like, it's like, but they're out there. They may be helpful for some. To take a lot of what the information I'm giving you as, remember, this is my individualized experience. I don't have cancer. I don't have pre-cancer. I'm not taking medications. I'm not undergoing chemo or radiation. So other women's or people's experiences may be different if they're having those different, if they're going through those different things. So maybe if someone is on medication or getting chemo or radiation, those things might be very helpful for them. I am not, so I just didn't find it helpful. So that's really it. In terms of like things that I purchased or bought or put on my body to help in the recovery process. I think the last thing that I would mention that is probably honestly the most important is support. This is a very big surgery with very large incisions and very serious lifting restrictions. I mean, my surgeon told me I couldn't lift anything over 5 pounds. Like, that's a gallon of milk. That's a bag of groceries. That's an Amazon box, depending on what you're ordering. And with small children that are both 25, 30 pounds, like not being able to lift them, get them in and out of the car, lift their car seat, stroller, things like that. Like, you really do need support and help and people around you that can not only help if you have children, but if you don't have children, help with cooking, like lifting heavy pans. Like, you can't lift, I can't imagine you could lift a cast iron skillet, right? Like a bag of groceries, like, and even if you could, the first few weeks, you're so tired, your body is so fatigued, like trying to do those things you just need people around you to help you. My surgeon recommended staying, especially because I had small children, staying with family to help with the kids, to help get them in and out of the car, to and from daycare, cooking, cleaning, that kind of thing. And that was invaluable to me. I have a huge and wonderful support system, multiple sisters, parents, all that kind of stuff. And that probably was the best thing, because so many things I realized I was not able to do if I was going to really follow these restrictions. And so I think that is important. You want to time this surgery when you're going to have the most support possible. And while, you know, and with children, especially young children specifically, while not lifting them is really, really hard, it's not impossible. Kids learn quick. You just tell them, mommy has an ouchie, she can't lift you, and they eventually get it. But support and help at home is invaluable. So make sure when you're thinking about this or having family think about this or considering this, that you take into consideration that you're going to need help for probably at least 4 to 6 weeks, I would say, of doing the things that are totally basic home things, but that you're not going to be able to do because of your lifting restrictions. So something to really, really keep in mind. But yeah, I am thankful. I'm back to work, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for supportive colleagues that are allowing me to take it a little bit easy as I come back to work. I'm thankful that the recovery has been what it has been. I am grateful for my body and for being healthy enough to get through this. So I imagine the next thing you'll see is either like pre-op discussion about what's going to be the next step, and then vlogging all of that. But I thank you and appreciate you for joining me on this ride so far. If you have questions, you can definitely, I'm happy to answer them. I may even do a video if there's lots of questions. I hope you join me for the next part of the ride.